is out the window.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Atlanta. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Matt Ryan, the longtime Falcon, a veteran who's been in the league since '08, ready to guide this Atlanta offense.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Given 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Ryan on 1st down. Almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that's starting.
This throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So here come the Saints now for their 1st drive. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Good percentage of every incompletion comes from first
Really
and answer.
determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he can lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, but these guys now, a little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into... And he takes it across it into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Man, no.
Throw into the hands of Pitts here. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you break a tackle and turn it to a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give right side. Patterson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right back to Pitts again. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Big window. Jam on the
coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's got a man. It's his fullback. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordell Patterson with touchdown number 7 on the year. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This take it in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever
I don't like that. Why does it go there?
Get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league. And big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 30 on second down, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ryan. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It seems like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And down he goes.
I was looking right
They
for
sack him back right around the 41-yard
and I got to look in.
Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Trying to see all the ball from the moving.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminates in the Saints touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
A look at the running back. The man out of the backfield. backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up.
Pick that, bro.
Defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Bruh, you ain't even seen.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12. As the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go on 4th down. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Ryan. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Nobody gonna be in the flat.
Now Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right down Broadway. And then we'll get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right?
No.
Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football, but how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return? Yardage that we won't even account for in the box score may help them win the game.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half.
Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better.
He's got a man complete.
Don't worry about it.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play to hit pay dirt.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
We're kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ryan. He'll complete this with Patterson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now here's Davis to run again on second. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. James has got it. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. Here's Ryan. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Davis. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short.
Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And his kick here is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So the 3 points there with CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in the running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you got everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 41, Ryan, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially in this late stage of the contest. On first down, Ryan. And that is caught. It's Davis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw on target to James. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Ryan. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. From the shotgun, Ryan. His throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Defensively, I know they have a comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Davis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive a coach crazy.
Snap to Jones. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Ryan will throw again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Ryan.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
The Falcons trying to turn up on the late season.
This was over a while ago as
The
they just
hottest team to go into the
big
playoffs.
lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception,
They beat me. They probably
navigating
beat
his
the
way into
Buccaneers.
the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Over the other chance.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Third and 2, now Ryan. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
This is fielded at the 7. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry trouble.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
You never compromise. You get high quality at low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Okay, fine. I'll say it.
Say what?
Getting to the airport early was a good call.
As good of a call as...
Getting the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 from AT&T.
At AT&T, getting our best deal without needing the most expensive plan is always a good call. Learn how to get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 on us with eligible phone trade-in, any condition. AT&T, connecting changes everything. Requires trade-in of Galaxy S21 Plus, Note 20 Ultra, Z Flip 4, or Z Fold 3, or newer smartphone. Terms and